In darkness, with a torch and a staff, I took the hardest path, wound up the press under a bell jar like Sylvia Plath. Don't ask, I made wine as a great carafe. Did the spiritual math, with light and scarce, I threw out the lyrical trash. Put quality over cash, bonded with Fareed, with GTO and Nate. Now I'm Alexander the Great, going over the Khyber Pass, blindfolded like an empath, first class.
Welcome everybody, thank you for tuning in to Yellow Cake Radio. This is Marge, and tonight we got
MC Mars in the spot.
MC Mars in the spot.
Yellow Cake Radio. What up, what up?
What up, Yellow Cake Radio? Thank you for tuning in. So MC Mars, tell me why you're hella out of space. So what made you get the name? What made you get the name?
MC Mars? My mother gave it to me. Yeah. We've been the Martians for a long time.
Wow. So your mom knew that you were pursuing a career in hip-hop?
Yes.
When did that career start?
Oh, shit. I was born into it. Born into it. I was rapping before there was rap.
Tell us a little bit more about that. What do you mean?
Oh, man. I was rapping rapping in the womb, actually. Yeah.
Like your mama, she heard you spitting bars?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, but they didn't have rap yet, but I was a precursor.
What influences did you have growing up?
Drugs, alcohol.
Under the influences.
No, I'm just joking with you.
Yeah, I know. But it's all part of the culture too, right?
Yeah.
That tends to happen. So where did you first find influence of hip hop?
Where did I first find influence of hip hop? Where was I? Where
were you at?
I was in New York City.
Which part?
Well, the first time I encountered hip hop was probably 1975, but I didn't know it as hip hop at the time. It was more like spoken word poetry. It was like late '74 actually, in Union Square Park. And I started writing these little poems that were kind of like, I call them praxis poems. People used to be on conga drums and poets would conga drums. And that's where I first encountered it. And then I repoed cigarette machines in the South Bronx in '77, and got exposed to it there too.
Yeah, so you got to meet the different people walking by on the streets and things like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, in terms of the spoken word poetry and people on the conga drums, so you saw like people making their own rhythm with their voice, right?
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, people just following the beat, you know. And at that time, it wasn't, there was no real prescribed method of rapping the way rapping sort of became institutionalized as a way to, it was a certain formal way to rap. After pretty quickly, and then that thing became something that had all these different nuanced approaches, and that's how people developed styles off of hip hop, But at the beginning, it was freeform. Pretty much.
Seminar 89, rotating bar, the marquee. Hip-hop was quantum, redefining the industry. I was hoping to save no indie live will science me. Trying to put my HIV diagnosis behind me. Get some Doug and skip my ass up the harassing taxi. Fire abuse from there, no automator. Networking with S-Plan on the escalator. Contemplating my karma, suicide bomber. Stay calm, finger on the detonator.
And I know that you're doing the HIV Foundation too.
Yeah.
And tell us a little bit about that.
Well, it's kind of on hiatus right now. We want to get that done. That just started to launch that in conjunction with Hip Hop for Change.
Yeah. What made you want to pursue that avenue?
Well, I'm HIV positive. I've lived with that since 1988. So I just as an opportunity to give something back and to do something purposeful. But then life sort of stepped in the way. Those little obstacles right now, so that's kind of on hold right now.
Little bumps in the road, right? No worries.
Writing a book right now. I'm that's where my energy is right now. Working on this new book. I just got through working on it. I'm working on it all the time. So the goal is to have it done by July, and I will.
And this is your third book, right?
Yeah.
So the first one was Don't Take Me the Long Way.
Yeah.
Right, inspired by?
My memoir, Driving a Cab in San Francisco for 24 years.
Pretty sure you saw a lot of things there.
Yeah.
And the second book was called Burner, right?
Exactly.
And that one is inspired by
Combines hip-hop, quantum physics, and Illuminati conspiracy theory. Yeah.
relevant.
Yeah.
And the third one, what is that going to be titled, if you don't mind us
I
asking?
can't tell you.
Okay.
I can't tell you, but it's kind of like almost a combination of the two books in a way. You know, it's best not to talk about it. Just best to sort
Yes.
of deliver it, and then once I get the book to a point where I want to go public with it, I will do a reading for you if you like. I mean, I
Yes.
can do a reading right here.
We could do a follow-up here
Yeah,
on Yellow
absolutely.
Cake Radio as well.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
That would be dope.
That would
Yeah.
be. So going back into the community work that you're doing, because we know that you're an MC as well.
Yeah.
You're an author too. And then with the HIV positive, what's the biggest mission that you guys have?
High Intervision, you mean?
Yes.
Well, the goal of High Intervision is to, just educate people in the first world about the stigma of HIV and the difficulties that people who have HIV have to live with
True.
as a result of that. And in the third world, it would be to raise money and awareness and, try and make sure that everybody gets medicine,
The
because
medicine, treatment.
The medicine and the treatment is crucial.
Especially in the third world.
Yeah.
Because they're also our brothers and sisters too, right?
Well, of course. I mean, we're all interrelated. I mean, this is the 21st century, and this is, it's a time when the divisions are being emphasized by certain elements in society because divide and conquer has always worked. But we're at a time right now where we're, as a species, we're about to, become something that we've never been before. We're about to make a leap that humanity has never done before. I mean, we're going from the leap is as going to be as great in magnitude as going from the caves in the Stone Age
Yes.
to the modern age is. That's how quick this, and it's the singularity that Ray Kurzweil talks about. It's coming fast, and artificial intelligence and human intelligence are going to merge, and it's going to be wild because when that happens, our whole notion of time and space is going to change. And when our notion of time and space changes, everything changes. Everything. It's all how you view time and space is such a given right now. We all view it the same way. We all agree that
Today is 9:30.
Yes,
It's 9:30.
yeah,
Right.
and
And what do you mean by singular? What is
well,
that? I know-
it's a term. It's a term that this guy Ray Kurzweil has used. I don't know if he's the originator of it, but he's somebody that uses it a lot, and it's a term that's borrowed from physics. Actually, the singularity is in this case is going to be when we just reach a time where there's so much information that we're going to have to merge with computers in order to live in that world.
Ah, I see. That's why they're coming up with artificial intelligence and merging the two
They're working on that, but,
as we speak.
I mean, that's coming. They say that the singularity will be here in 20 years. I mean, and then it's going to be crazy. And that actually, my new book sort of plays around that.
Ooh, I could just imagine some George Orwell-esque type of feel.
Yeah. But it's grounded in I'm being very coy about this, but it's,
I know, I don't want to dig in too much, right?
Right.
Okay, that sounds interesting. And one thing I really love about talking to you, MC Mars, is that your train of thought, it goes everywhere. Yes. So what is your process going into any new song or any new book or any new project, how do you discover that?
It's the balls out process. You just sort of like just go with the flow, just wherever you're going, wherever it takes you. You know, that's how I freestyle. You know, and I never have any idea what I'm going to say, and that may be, you know, a good or a bad thing, but that's the way I do it.
Right. So, like, do you put on a recording thing and then you freestyle and whatever you like, you run it back, or
when you're in a club and you get the microphone and you get your turn to go on, you get the microphone in your hand. You know, I mean, I never know what I'm going to say. I never have a plan. I just get the microphone. Whatever happens, whatever word comes into my head, I use it, and then I build off of that. You know, I just build off of that.
And you feel so comfortable because it's been many years of experience too, right?
Yeah. I mean, I just, it's kind of like, it's the shaman approach. You know, it's just something that, you know, you just, what the fuck? I mean, you know, you just having fun with it. You know, I mean, that's the way I look at it. You know, I mean, I'm just playing with it. You know.
Okay. Do you mind giving us a little bit of a taste?
Her URL wasn't popping, so she lost a battle. Smack! This ain't sex talk, this is tech talk. Uber fucked the cab industry so hard, she broke its back. Undisclosed sources got richer off of that. Uber, in case you don't know, is Jeff Bezos and Goldman Sachs. Uber and Lyft create gridlock, but they don't pay tax. San Francisco, what the fuck is up with that? I'm an artist, drove a cab in San Francisco for 36 motherfucking years. Caught a little fame buzz for rapping to the back. Now my livelihood is going, and that's a fact. Just like millions of other Americans, my job ain't coming back. I'm not going to dwell on that, but please don't tell me to relax.
Awesome. Wow. All right. Well, looking forward to everything else to come.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Awesome. Well, thank you all for tuning in to Yellow Cake Radio. Today, this is Marge, and we got MC Mars.
Thank you very much, Marge. I appreciate it.
We appreciate you.
When I get the book to a point where it's ready to go, I will read it right into that microphone, right into that camera over there.
Right there.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Peace.
Thank you for tuning in.
Forget about that, let's go into the story about a girl named blah 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 that adore me. So we started talking, getting familiar, spending a lot of time so we can build a relationship or some understanding how it's gonna be in the future. We was planning, everything sounded so dandy and sweet. I had no idea I was in for a treat.
High inner vision, yo.